Hello, my name's Paul Lewis and I'm the Executive Director for International Strategy at the City and Guilds Group. The role that I have means that I'm responsible for the work in our assessment, qualifications and accreditation business around the world, and I get to come to places like Dubai from time to time to see the great work that our teams do here on the ground. So we're absolutely delighted to be here to support ASHRM. We're obviously very interested in the whole of the HR development work that's going across the whole of the region here. So the sort of work that we do, helping to facilitate conversations between government, to carry forward vocational education training reform, obviously working with training providers, with local colleges, and really importantly with the learners as well, because that way we can make sure that ultimately the skills training that's being developed across the region, primarily through people like the HR directors who are commissioning that training, is right and appropriate for those learners. A lot of the work that we're doing in the region is directed at working with government, so some of the key projects we work on, for example, are in Saudi Arabia at the moment with Saudi skills standards, where we're helping to define the standards that are going to be used in colleges and therefore the assessments that are taken by students in those colleges. And that's really important to us. In fact, we've just done a really big piece of work with our friends here at ASHRM and with Change Board, because that's given us insights into the Saudi skills market and what the actual needs are for the future, and that way we can really tailor the work that we do here to support those learners and also those employers. I mean, what's really important, what's starting to come out of all of that research, is the real desire within, for example, Saudi Arabia and in fact across the whole of the Gulf, for there to be less reliance upon the expatriate workforce and for there actually to be more of a focus on developing those skills and those abilities within the Saudi workforce or the Emirati workforce. And that's really important because that's a sustainable future for all of those people going forward, so they have the skills to grow their own economies over time. We're delighted again to be here because it's given us an opportunity to really meet some key decision makers across the region. In fact, last night speaking with the head of HR at Saudi Aramco gives you a real insight into the problems of someone who's got 50,000 people working for them, but they're problems that we find in all of the employers and all of the countries that we work in. So to actually engage with people at that level at a conference like ASHRM is really, really important for us, because it gives us that insight and that window into their problems, but also the ways in which we can help them. And that's the real value of being at a place like ASHRM.